Welcome to another draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Ooh, Prince Babar. Okay, what have we opened here? Well, we've opened a very nice colorless card, Maze Mind Tome. Can just kind of win you a mid to late game. There's also a very good common, the Drowsing Tyrannodon. But I like getting Maze Mind Tome. Oh yeah, Patreon's also great. Hashtag advertising in chat. Hashtag plug. Hashtag. Oh yeah. I like getting the Maze Mind Tome to start. It's a nice little control finisher. I like playing control decks even though they're not necessarily the best. Because I think that they're generally like, you can definitely do good things with them if you get the right control finishers. Tyrannodon's also a great card. Probably my second pick out of the pack over... Honestly, I think Deathbloom Cloud's better than Finishing Blow, so over those two cards. And Patrician's kind of just a card I don't like, because I don't think White-Black is very good. Okay, following up a Maze Mind Tome, maybe a Grasp of Darkness, maybe a Rousing Reed. Those are the only two contenders in my mind. I think Bolthound is just bad. Every time I've had it in my deck, I felt like it was a terrible draw at all stages, pretty much. Magmut's way better. Honestly, Magmut might be in contention with these other cards. Which card fits best with the Maze Mind Tome plan, the control plan? Probably Grasp, but Grasp is putting me into a much less flexible color. Blue is just like a really nice one in this set. I think Grasp is probably just too much better to pass up though. And now we can take a Gaggle Master. Gaggle Master is pretty solid. I don't want to be in White-Black ideally, but we can still transition out of that color pair. Dreadmaw is like second place in this pack. This pack is just pretty bad. Rewind is actually kind of cute with Maze Mind Tome because you can actually know you're going to have something to use the mana on. Okay. So we started colorless card, black card, white card, and probably going to take the blue, red, gold card, I'd imagine. It's just so much better than everything else in the pack. Yeah, I mean, this pack is pretty derpy and Experimental Overload is great. And now there's a Spellgorger Weird to go with the kind of spells theme. Again, the rest of this pack is pretty bad. Mutt is okay. Megalodon is like not a card I love playing. But yeah, let's just take Spellgorger Weird. Alpine Houndmaster is the best card here by a lot, so we'll take that over like a Sabertooth Mauler. Actually, we could take Thrill and just keep committing to this blue-red deck, but blue hasn't looked particularly open, even red hasn't, and this card is going to be the best card in my deck if it works, whereas Thrill is just going to be okay. And Alpine is just a solid little guy. Ooh, Sanctum. Well, I think Sanctum versus Crash Through. I think we're just probably supposed to take Crash Through. Works well with Spellgorger Weird, which is probably making my deck at this point. Well, it's not like I was taking it over Dragonfire Luke. I would take Dragonfire over Grasp, pack one, pick one. But I don't think it's like wrong to take it over like other commons. And Crash 2 is going to be better than Sanctum here. Sanctum is mostly going to work in another Sanctum deck. And Crash 2 is just going to be good in my red spells deck. Okay, so this is a bit of a turning point in the draft because Blue-Red hasn't looked insanely open. Igneous Cur is a card I'll actively want a copy of with my Alpine Houndmaster. I guess it's not unplayable in a Blue-Red deck, but Hobble Fiend is just a way better 2-drop overall. I think we'll take the Cur, because if we do end up White-Red, we're going to really want to make sure we have this Houndmaster. I think Warmonger is just mediocre. It's not a card. I think I would take Hobble Fiend over Warmonger very easily. Okay, and then we see what wheeled here. Obviously Patrician wheeled because everyone's off that train. I don't like Pyreling. Thrill could be okay if we end up going back towards blue-red. Onaka Ogre is just a solid 3-drop beater. Yeah, let's just take the Onaka Ogre, I think, over the Thrill. Yeah. This is our deck right now. Wow, Magma came back around. That's amazing. Super good 2-drop. Definitely happy to see this one. We could still be a blue-red deck. Not going to be black, I don't think. And now there's another crash through. For blue-red, there's an Onake Ogre. I think we'll take the short sword. It'll work well in a red-white deck. And crash through. I think blue-red hasn't looked insanely open, but crash through is a pretty good card for blue-red. I'll be able to get a short sword later. I'll keep my options open. Keep taking crash through. Take a mutt in case we end up in red, white. I'll look at that after the deck list. Oh. I will say blue hasn't looked particularly open. Neither has red, white, or black. Shieldbane's not the worst. We haven't seen any shocks, any Scorching Dragonfires, any really top red commons. Ooh, Sanctum of Calm Waters. Well, here's a Scorching Dragonfire. What else is there? Sanctum, not really looking interested. But yeah, pretty clear Dragonfire over pretty much everything else in this pack is being kind of janky. I think red-white's more likely than blue-red at this point, even though crash through would have to go. I don't think we're going to struggle to hit playables, though. You never know. We did get a late Chandra's Magma, which really is making this deck look a lot better right now. Gaggle Master's looking good. Pretty late Staunch Shieldbane, though that card's not really a great signal. I like the Dragonfire. Okay, now there's a Ghostlight. And the next best card is like a Havoc Jester, which is just so much worse. And I think blue-red would be the best for these cards that I currently have. So we'll take this and see what presents itself. We could still move back towards white. But at the moment we're just going to be a blue-red deck. And not going to play this Igneous Cur, because I hate Igneous Cur. It's not unplayable, but it feels really bad every time I play it. Ooh. This is an interesting pick. Shipwreck Dowser, Ghostlight, and Goblin Wizardry. Wizardry's actually really good with the crash throughs and stuff. It might wheel, though. Ghostlight is a great tempo play. I think Shipwreck Dowser's the best, though. I do like Opt a decent amount, too. There's a nice Bazzi's Acolyte for if we were going white. I think Shipwreck Dowser versus Ghostlight is always a close pick. I think we'll take the Prowess card. Hopefully Wizardry wheels. That'd be good. Wow, nice. Having another Overload does make the Shipwreck Dowser a little bit worse. Dowser isn't very good. I think this card's great. It's a nice little 2-for-1. 3/3 Prowess is a nice body. Yeah, easy Overload. And now there's a Turret Ogre or Prismite. We'll probably be fine. We'll just make sure we get enough 2-drops. Sanctum. Watchdog is still in the pack, but we've committed ourselves to blue-red, I think. Sanctum isn't really good unless the blue one wheels. We'd rather just get a Turret Ogre, though I don't love Turret Ogre. Let's just take it, though. We went 2 and 3, Johnny Rock. Was not the greatest deck, though. Another Turret Ogre, maybe. Or we'll open ourselves up to splashing. We're not going to ever play 2 Turret Ogres. Ideally, all our 4-drops would be Goblin Wizardries here, because with 3 Crash Throughs, it really works out nicely. I'm not sure we want the Maze Mind Tome. Hey, we could splash this potentially, depending on what we see. Good pickup on the Dismal Backwater. I don't think we're going to want to, but we're probably going to get enough playables and stuff, but it's good to have options. And now another Crash Through. Crash Through works really nicely, like deceptively well with Experimental Overload. I don't like the Arcanist all that much, and because this will make the Experimental Overload just naturally bigger. It works well with the Spellgorger Weird, and then if I get any Goblin Wizardries, it's really good with those. Bone Crushing Brute. We have a lot of playables here, though we're probably going to want to cut some lands. Ooh, Opt is nice. Opt is nice. We have a lot of cantrips and stuff, so we're definitely going to cut some lands, I think. Is it purebred? No, but it's purifier. Nice. That's a hilarious flavor text. Experimental Overload is going to be amazing. Opt did wheel. Wizardry didn't wheel, but that's not to be expected. That's a good card that people are going to want. Ooh. Triple that damage. So I kind of wish I'd had some stuff that this worked with. I don't think we can take it, though. I think we're supposed to just take a Goblin Wizardry. It's just a really good card in this deck. Fire Emancipation is sick with Chandra's Magmut. If we had the Sanctum, it would be pretty good. But I think Wizardry is just going to be way better. And now Riddle Form. There's a chance that Riddle Form wheels, but there's also a chance that Magmut wheels. And Riddle Form's amazing in this deck. And now Magmut versus Mistral Singer. That's a close one. I'll tell you that much. Mistral Singer is pretty great, but we don't have enough 2-drops, so we're just going to take the Magmut. Oh my gosh. The Teferi's Ageless Insight. We'll take it over Wishcoin Crap. I'm not sure if we're going to play it, but we have Opt, 4 Crash Throughs, Maze Mind Tome. I mean, we could play it, maybe. And now another Ghost Light over a Crash Through. You like Singer? I just like having it the best possible curve. Rookie Mistake could be okay, but probably not going to be something I need. What with all these other good 1-mana plays. I'm going to have to play Igneous Cur. That would be terrible. Maybe the card's better than I'm giving it credit for. It probably is. I wonder if it's better than Prismite. It probably just definitely is. Yeah, but the thing is missing a 2-drop is way more important than missing a 3-drop. Frost Breath could be okay. Tome Anima might be okay as well. We're not going to need a Megalodon. Frost Breath, tapping 2 things. Yeah, probably not the best. Let's just take a Tome Anima. I've never played Tome Anima, but this is the first time. There's something there that wasn't there before. For some reason, this makes me think of Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Do I want to splash Obsessive Stitcher? Probably not. Furious Rise isn't great. Let's just take the Onake Ogre. Does hit pretty hard. Frantic Inventory. Trader's Greed, no. Whew. Not gonna play Miscast. Ugh. Ich. Stitcher plus Teferis is great. Yeah, but this isn't really a great splash deck. We have 5 crash throughs. We're really leaning on these experimental overloads, I'll tell you that much. Okay. So we're gonna cut some extra lands here. I think we cut the random Turret Ogre and the random Prismite. What's our colors look like? Yeah, I think we can cut some lands. We definitely want to run minimum 16. We can probably run 15. And then we just add in like a random Turret Ogre, and we have a lot of 4s. We could play Prismite. We could also play Igneous Cur. We're already playing the Igneous Cur. What a shame. Let's try it like that. And I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support me at the credits level. I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for helping me continue to produce high quality content on a consistent basis. It really does help me out a ton, and if you'd like more information about what it means to become a patron and the cool rewards you get as my way of saying thank you, you can find that information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches. We have a great hand here. Two-drop, removal spell, experimental overload. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Deck list. I'll get it after this game. I think we'll play our Magma because we don't have a crash through at the moment, so we'll just go 2-drop, 3-drop. This should be okay. Then we'll ping. Yeah, rip. Sorry, deck list. Not gonna miss a ping here. No, not really. I do post about it generally, though. Ogre does hit pretty hard. They have a Grasp of Darkness, or they're at least trying to draw into one. There's something sweet, there's something kind but he was cruel and he was mean and unrefined. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Of course, the stupid BS always does before. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna have to beat down, I guess. So getting in for 4 a turn maybe is enough. You are 16, going on 17. Hopefully we kill them now. Actually, they're 17 going on 14. How do they even get this in their graveyard? Oh, the protege. No blocks. No, I have like a million. Oh my gosh. I have like a million crash throughs in this deck and opts. Just random junky spells. I'm gonna set an upkeep stop. There's a crash through. That's too slow. Oh my gosh. Well, I am only playing 15 lands. And I know it functions as a cycler one, but it does pay me off with all my cards. Or a lot of my cards, at least. I think we're dead here, probably. I can't believe this. This is like the, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They literally have cast like one card that dies to Scorching Dragonfire in an entire game. Which is just absurd. Everything else is hexproof or... yeah. What the heck? Oh, this is a 7-powered creature. That's cute. Do I have a Sure Strike in this deck? I don't. Because that would be an out. We almost got there. Oh, never mind. We were never even remotely close to winning. Wow. Jeez. Welcome to round 2. We'll keep it. I post them into the Discord server, and I also post them to the YouTube channel community page. I like getting this guy out. I could play Maze Mine. I could play Prismite. Prismite's just so bad. Tome's not doing a ton for us at the moment, but it's going to be good. Prismite doing work. We'll do this and draw a card. 4 mana, 3/5. Deceptively scary. So we can bounce Crypt Lurker or Carrion Grub. Let's see if they block. Hey, I am improving. Let's go. We're not going to bounce any of these things. Looks like they're just gearing up to play a big creature or something. Whew. We'll just draw a card. Now that's a card. So it says trample now. I don't think we want to Dragonfire this. So we could pump this once to hit them for more damage, or we could just play our Spellgorger Weird, which I think is what we're going to do. Okay. Sure. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Okay. So We have 6 mana. Definitely want to play our land. We could hit them for 3. Then we'll play our Ghost Light and bounce the grub. We have plenty to do right now. We don't need to use this immediately. Okay. If we bounce this again, it starts to become a real win condition to mill them out. Hey, I'm glad we saved it. Okay. So, we can attack with these two. And now we have the tools to make this guy unblockable. I'm glad we can make it unblockable. Definitely going to lead with that. Okay. Then on end step we will cast this Goblin Wizardry. This could be good. What cards do I have in my graveyard? I have another Goblin Wizardry. I could also get back a Crash through. Crash through is probably the best. Getting another Wizardry is very appealing, though. What could they have? They could have Grasp of Darkness, Masked Blackguard. I'll hit them for 2, 4, 7, 11. They're almost dead if I just grab the Crasher, so I think I'm going to go for that. Like I could just go straight for lethal. If I draw like another Crash through, yep. Okay. There's no way for them to drain me for 5 life. Yeah, I'm safe. Okay. Sure thing, buddy. Okay. Yep, valid. Got the win. Nice. Pretty happy with how I played that. See you folks in the next round. Welcome to round 3. We're going to keep this hand on the draw with a Maze Mind Tome. Oh, baby, an island. Okay, so on turn 2, we definitely want to lead with this with this Riddle Form. I mean, I meant to say Riddle Form, but yeah. And then we'll just start hitting them with that every turn. Against blue-black again, 3 in a row. Okay, so we probably don't want to animate this because we don't want to expose it to removal at the moment. So let's just lead with a Onake Ogre. Okay, so they did not have a removal spell. They would have grasped that, I'm pretty sure. So what could they have in their hand? They could have 5 mana removal. They could have Capture Sphere type removal. Capture Sphere doesn't really answer Riddle Form that well. Crypt Lurker, okay. Luckily we can Roaming Ghostlight whatever they bring back, unless it's a Spine Megalodon. Okay. So I think we want to Maze Mind Tome here to turn on our Riddle Form. And then we'll just draw a card with our Maze Mind Tome. I'm assuming they're going to bring this back on turn 5. But then we can bounce it with our roaming Ghostlight and buy ourselves quite a bit of time. And they're even giving us a little bit of bonus pressure from that 1/1. Oh, it's just a Deathbloom Thallid. Good to know, good to know. I think we still want to save this to bounce the Whale, because I'm almost positive they have something. And since we have drawn something good, I think we lead with Opt, of course. But they would not have discarded the Pursued Whale unless they had a way to bring it back, so we will wait on our roaming Ghostlight, because that is going to be a key moment in this game. Spellgorger weird, eh? Probably still want that, I'd say. We could also just play this. I like this because then next turn if they miss a land again, we can go Spellgorger and draw a card. But let's just attack. And then we play our Tome Anima, which can gain unblockable, which is very nice. So I'm assuming they're going to have a Rise again. Okay, since we're relatively unlikely to have the game last long enough for this to matter, I'm considering scrying here. I think we'll just wait though, because it does make this thing unblockable. So they missed their land again. So I think we want to draw a card first to determine whether or not we can find a non-creature spell like a cheap Opt or a Crash Through. And since we have so many more Crash Throughs, let's just do it like this. Okay. It has been countered. Rain of Revelation would be a brutal follow-up, but you know, that is the way it works sometimes. Okay. That's okay for me. They are just digging for land so they can get their Whale out, which I'm sure they'll do. We're actually okay with that exchange. We'll do this, and we'll draw a card to make this guy unblockable again. And they are continuing to miss on lands. Okay, and so now they're dead this turn if they don't have an answer to our draw card. This guy's been an overperformer. We're going to lead with a card draw. See if we have any other options present themselves. They can kill one of my threats. Sure. Get back the Opt. Okay, we will lead with the Opt here. Hey, MTG Jeff, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Welcome everyone coming in from MTG Jeff's stream. My name is Nikolai. I primarily play Limited here on the stream. And, yeah, we're currently about to win this game, I think. We are going to play our Crash through because it gives this guy Trample, which is relevant. But yeah, if you've never seen my stuff before, I am mostly on Twitch and YouTube stuff, so I'm streaming most days, and you can find my content there. Okay, we're going to keep doing this just because we can keep triggering prowess here in case they do have a way to kill my other two creatures. Like, imagine they have 2 Grasp of Darkness. This way we still win. This was a really good turn. Cancel, okay. Okay, they only had 1 Grasp of Darkness. But this would have trampled over for 5, even if they'd had 2 Grasp of Darknesses and like a way to counter the spell. So we're in good shape. We got the win. I'll see you folks in the next round. Okie doke, another round here. I haven't casted all that many times, Polyhedra. Okie doke. We're going to start things off with a Crash through. Just dig through our deck. I like leading with the Crash through because we don't know as much about what we want. Hello, Albert. But yeah, just cycling through the Crash throughs, not waiting for triggers, just because it makes our experimental overload a lot bigger, a lot sooner. Play our Magma. It's a blue-red mirror here. Yep, Shock is fine. You gotta be okay with your creatures dying to Shock every once in a while. So we will opt first to find out more information. Riddle form is good, but we don't have blue mana, and I think we'd rather just dig for other things because we don't really have the tools to trigger it consistently. Turret Ogre's pretty solid. I think drafting is pretty good because you can get the gold back, CPDG, and you can also get like a decent amount of rares if you prioritize those. We're just gonna play the Turret Ogre. So like if you are drafting, you can like win some matches and make it like so you get only had to pay like 5,000 gold or whatever because you get back the stuff in gems. It's also fun because you get the gameplay experience, which is definitely worth a non-zero amount. Okay. We're gonna lead with this. And then we'll just hold back. Don't really want to expose ourselves to a larcenist doing larcenist things. This does have reach, so it can block. Yep. That's so totally okay, because our Turret Ogre still blocks it. I don't, Albert. I generally stream around this time of the day, though. Like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific is generally like a good range to find me. Well, this is a nice opportunity to get a nice little tempo play. So if I go for this kill, they can counter with Lofty Denial, but I can't play around that at the moment. And if I do this now, then I can start attacking them without fear. And now I can get a nice attack in. And when I do find an island, I'll be able to get my Ghost Light going. Catalonia. Spain. That's where Catalonia is, right? I think so. Now we can make a 3/3, get back a Scorching Dragonfire. Okay, Baron. So I think we're going to go for the Overload play here. The Overload can get back Scorching, and then next turn we can go Spell Gorge or Scorching. The most mana efficient play and sets up a very mana efficient play for next turn. Oh no, the ghost light. That's a bit of a punish. Now they have to triple block if they want to kill it. I guess I could have just single blocked. So we're going to deal the damage to those two. I wonder why they would block like that. You just put it in the chat, Sponge. South Africa, nice. I'm so glad you're enjoying them, Albert. I think we'll just Scorching Dragonfire this. Actually, we don't need to. Island just means we can play our Roaming Ghostlight. Deploy a nice little threat here. No, you don't. Anybody can. It's just a channel points thing. So like if you watch the stream, you earn channel points just by watching, and then you can redeem them for a deck doctor. Or various other cool little things. Okay. Mistral Singer definitely is going to die. So I think we want to play this to kill the Mistral Singer. Go to combat. And then we'll just play our Goblin Wizardry on end step. Because they might attack us for one, you never know. And now we're basically guaranteed to win. Let's go for lethal. They could have Goblin Wizardry of their own. Just gonna get crashed through. Sets up for lethal. Unless their last two cards are Goblin Wizardry plus instant. An instant they probably would have cast by now. I think this is going to be good. Okay. And now we have lethal next turn. We just Ghostlight their Arcanist. Oh, they did have Wizardry. Okay. Well, gotta be careful. That's totally fine. We bounce the Pursued Whale. And then we were gonna have a couple lethal flyers anyway. Boom, got the win. I'll see you folks next round. But definitely a keep nonetheless. 2-drop, couple 4-drops. Okay, so do we lead with Riddle Form or Magmut? I think Magmut, just get in that early chip damage. Then we can play Riddle Form next turn. Prismite is a 2-drop. That's pretty much its value. That's cool. Okay, so this could then attack. I could then attack with my Riddle form. I think I like that because I like playing Prismite to trade with this guy. I'm going to keep playing my Crash Throughs here. Just to dig towards lands and other good spells. We will attack. You have fun too, Autonomous. Pretty easy block here. Now their Drowsing Pteranodon can no longer block. Okay, so we can play this. Could also just play Shipwreck Dowser. I like that line. This is an okay trade for us. Get back a Crash Through. Next turn we can go Crash Through and then Turret Ogre. Do we want to trade here? Probably not. Okay, so we lead with Crash Through here. Give us more information, also fuels our cards. Then we play our Turret Ogre to ping them. A little bit of this Zapparoo. Okay. All the Canopy Stalkers. That's acceptable. We'll put an upkeep stop. None of our cards really cost more than 4. Put an upkeep stop to scry. We can still cast Ghostlight. Okay. Which I believe is our most expensive card. Oh my goodness, what a draw. Gonna put a stop on my upkeep. Any card draw and this becomes lethal. Any spell and this becomes lethal. Looks like we got this game locked up. Ghostlight's a good draw. Got the win. I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome to another good round. This is going to be a good hand. Ageless Insight might have a chance to perform here. We'll see how it does. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Insight plus crash through or something. We do only have 6 other islands in the deck. Oh, that was weird. Ugh. We're definitely keeping this 100%. Hello, opponent. Lead with mountain, and we will run out the crash through. We have a lot of them, and we want to make sure we hit our lands and stuff. Perfect. It was actually relatively close, though. But if we don't cast it, then we might miss a land drop, which would be pretty bad. Okie doke. Overload is nice. I think this is going to do more in the long run. Because then I'll have a really good wizardry turn rather than just a solid one. It depends. That's one of the benefits of having a deck that is very heavy in one color, is you can do things like that more easily. No blocks here. This guy's going to quickly outpace that. Well, that's a crying shame. That's a bit of a bummer, I must say. This is one of the few answers that people would ever main deck. We were going to have a little bit of fun there, but it happens. We're just going to Goblin Wizardry this turn. Oh no, I wouldn't switch. Not if you were already deeply in colors. There was no overlap whatsoever. But if I was like mono blue going into pack 2 and I had like 2 red cards, I would do it. Or consider it at least. It's very contextual. Bummer. Hopefully we can draw a land to ghostlight this. Thank goodness. Keep pinging, just keep pinging. That's acceptable. Oh, I thought they'd pass through combat, my bad. Okay, do we have anything good in the graveyard? Another crash through another wizardry. Nice. Would I rather have another wizardry or another crash through? Probably another wizardry. Though, yeah. So if I get another crash through, so this thing can trade here. This thing will trade off, maybe if I attack with it. We're fine trading this off. And this thing can trade with the Blood Glutton. No blocks, eh? Okay. They only have one unknown card in our hand, so I'm comfortable leaving back only a single blocker for the Blood Glutton. That is okay. Acceptable, okay. Blue always feels sweet. That is perfect. I don't think I'm going to attack here. They'll trade here. I don't think that's necessarily a good trade for me, though. Okay. Just reading chat, sorry. And now we're going to play our Goblin Wizardry. We can get back Goblin Wizardry with our Shipwreck Dowser. And then we just need to get 2 spells into hand. We can just keep playing Goblin Wizardries. We'll see what we draw, though. They have an upkeep play. Okay. So, Shipwreck Dowser to get back a crash through is an option. Then we crash through, attack with everything. Because if we find another crash through, then we'd be set. We have 3 more in the deck. We also have 3 more crash throughs and an opt. And a Scorching Dragonfire. I think we're going to keep waiting. Because we're slowly pinging them to death, and we can just go wide past them at some point. It's a quick draft with bots deck list. I'm not sure whether I want to cast this because I might just want to keep getting triggers for my goblins I have. The magma giving me some nice inevitability. I think I still cast it. They have 5 creatures. I'm gonna have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. I guess if I wait and just draw any spell, then I can attack with all my good wizardry guys. I'm just gonna wait. We'll play around Mind Rot, I guess. 4, 8, 9, 10. We only have 5 lands left in the deck. I guess I just want to get my spells out there. I think we cast at end step now because we have lethal. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. We have 6 at least. Maybe we don't have lethal, but we do have lethal. We drew a spell. So I think we assume they have a removal spell. Like, let's just say they can kill any of my creatures. Okay, what do they have on my upkeep? If they kill ghosts, let's just say they kill... Okay. So I can put them, they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 attackers. So let's just say they have a removal spell. So we obviously lead with this. So they're at 4. What removal spell could they have? Is there any removal spell that gains life? What if they had +1/+1 in lifelink? So they're at 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I pinged them to 3. They can gain 4 to go up to 8. Eat my creature. That's a fine card to play, especially in black-green when you have skeleton archers. Four, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they were at 8 life, they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could block these 5, and they would only take 6. So we're just gonna wait again. There's no need to risk it though, because as soon as we draw a non-creature spell, all of these guys become 2/2s and we just immediately win. I doubt they have it too. I guess we're giving them time to draw into the uncommon that gives everything -2/-2. There we go. Finally. Bounce their Snare Spinner as their only reach creature. They gotta be dead. We're hitting them with the 18-20 power to trample creatures. Settle the wreckage. The green-black settle the wreckage. Yep. We could have done that a long time ago if we just drawn a couple spells. Whew. That was nice. Boom! Ranked up to Platinum 2. I'll see you in the next round. This is a pretty good hand. We'll keep it. In the deck, yeah, I didn't want to, because like that made sense as a card you could have, so I didn't want to like lose to that card. Okie doke. We'll lead with Riddle Form because this crash through means that we'll be able to presumably get in a hit with it. Mountain, perfect. Okay, now we're just going to... Kill the Spell Gorger while we have the chance, and it's small. We'll just crash through. We have a lot of things like that. And we just want to get like a Tome Anima or my 2/2 drops next turn. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Hot Berry. That was a great game. Okay, let's just get our 2/2 drops out there. Good for trading with these guys. You could just block both. Go like that. I like this. Then they have to spend some mana to trade. And I'll be first to the board with my Tome Anima, probably. That's okay. Goblin Arsonist does trade with the Cur, but, you know, I don't want to keep taking one from that for the whole game. No blocks. Wow, that's good for me. Okay. So I could do this to make a 2/2. That's okay. Obviously get back Scorching. So we'll either Scorching this or hopefully just trade with it with our 2/2. Oh, that's a massacre. Because this thing gets exiled. Cancel. Whew, almost blew that one. We definitely want to make sure our Riddle Form comes live, so we will zap the Pitchburn Devils. Go to combat. Attack with everyone. Play Turret Ogre. Play a land and set an upkeep stop so we can scry. Because then any spell with Riddle Form is lethal. Crash Through makes this lethal as well, and unblockable to boot. Jeez, that was close. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Imagine if we'd taken a couple more hits from the Goblin Arsonist. What the heck was that? Jeez Louise, opponent. Just wanted to show me they had that. Gosh. Our 6-1 battling to go to max wins. We're definitely going to keep this, and we're going to cycle the crash through on turn 1. The crash through cycle is like partly because it's really nice to just fuel our overload, partly just because we want to find lands here. Gonna lead with a Riddle form, because Igneous Cur getting hit by a shock is just such a bad tempo play for us. It looks like they have a shock based on their stops. I know, Dango Res Vegas. That was terrifying. Or, yeah, were you my last opponent? Or are you just saying that that was the general thought from my opponent last round? Because it definitely was. Now we just play our Onake Ogre. I know they have shock, but they're going to shock something. Eventually, they might have to play off curve to shock now. Okay, you were not. That's just what they were saying, yeah. Okay, they did have a shock. Okay. Let's just play these two. We'll wait on using the Scorching. And this masks it pretty well. I'm just gonna zap that guy. I'm a little bit worried about Feet of Resistance, yeah. We're gonna just cold draw next turn and hope for the best. Because we do have a lot of 5 drops or 4 drops to draw into. Yikes. Well, they blew it. Oh no, they don't. This doesn't need red mana. Never mind. I was so excited for a second. I guess playing around the Feet of Resistance we were pretty sure they had would have been correct. Hobble Fiend has really pulled their draw together. Now they get to shoot that. It's a big draw. If I hit my, we're gonna keep opt on top. Definitely declining here. I need experimental overload, because that would make a 3-3 and get me back my scorching. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. There's no way we win now. Okay, we have one more shot at the max win run, but let's hope we can get it done. Chance, we're 6-2. We're on the play with a good hand here. It's a bit slow, but hopefully Crash Through can find us something. Nope, Island is also fine though, because we need that. Perfecto. Nice little 2-drop on turn 2. Kind of the perfect draws there to get that 2-3 punch. We're definitely fine trading these off, because we just want to get a nice little tempo play going here. Falconer Adept is the perfect thing to bounce. I don't think we want to trade those off. We'll just keep things. Keep it mana efficient here. We now have a couple good blockers for the Adept. Okay. We're gonna bounce the Dilophosaur, I think. And then tap this to draw a card. Make this guy unblockable. Seems okay to me. If they attack with this, I'll just block the bird. Sure thing, matey. This can ping the Basri, this can finish it off. So they really didn't accomplish much here.
I will guard your advance. Let us strive for peace.
Do we want to do that first? Let's just use this. Soak it up. I really want to get this into play. I could care less about getting the Prismite into play. But this thing's going to hit really hard next turn. We'll wait on the crash through. It lets our Tome Anima get through unblocked. And it makes this thing like a fireball, basically. Also makes the Onake Ogre a little bit better. Sure. This guy's not very scary when you can block the bird it makes. Keep some information disguised by using this before we play our land. So if we attack with everything, they have 1 mana up. 2. This thing can't tap, so they could have Ranger's Guile and that's it. I don't think they have that though. This can pump itself 4 times, so this will be a 9 powered creature. We have 9, 13. So they're at 9 already. So we have 9, 13, 16, 19 powered of creatures, and they're at 8 life. So if they're at 8 life, and we have 13 power of trample. No, 13, 18. 18 power, they have 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. So they have to block with everything pretty much. We're not playing this. I don't think we're playing Prisma either. I think we're just pumping every damage in. And they're dead. This thing hits like a truck. They didn't block with this guy. Boom! Got the win. Got all the way to max wins with this deck, and I'm actually really happy with how I played. So, because I was really deliberate this time around, and I think that's a good mental space to be in. If you were watching this on YouTube and you made it all the way to the end, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you're notified when I post future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Leave a hashtag tight plays to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, because I think that this was pretty well played overall, and the deck was definitely a sweet one, and I'm definitely glad with how we played and how we built and all that stuff. But yeah, that is going to do it for this draft video. Remember to check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Support me on Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Get access to tons of cool rewards over there, like my full card tier list, bonus videos every week, and other cool rewards like being in the credits and that type of thing. And then you can join the free NicolaiBolas Discord server. It's really a fun community to talk about all things Magic. That's going to do it for this draft video, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.